They were hitting some decent shots on the Team Spirit side of things, but Astralis were not only confident, they were just super aggressive as well. They were taking every single fight very aggressively. They had control of half of the map within the first 30 seconds of the round on their CT side. So have to see how it goes here on Nuke. They'll be starting out on the offense. Team Spirit have been given the CT side start. Heading into the pistol round now, though. CZ for some Die Young, grenade for Chopper, who dropped that CZ over to him. And Astralis immediately heading for the outside play. One player left in radio room by the looks of things, just to scout it out. Might go towards ramp as the rest of Astralis do go outside here with Util and the bomb. Looks like they're going to wrap around topside.
Yeah, straight up. They're already looking to take control of that outside position. Might move into heaven shortly, but Chopper, he's happy to sort of drop, maybe does slightly miss that nade outside of the ramp position. S-Tags will live on for the time being, but Itis Balance can open up nicely onto Glaive. Device will get the trade, but as you mentioned, they're trying to wrap that top side, and in the end, Some Die Young does get the trade, moves into lobby, still with the CZ in hand. It's a 3-on-3. A lot of ground to make up here, but Device, good as always, will be able to find Some Die Young, and also picking up Mir. So this is an interesting round to come out so far. Device looking huge. The Magix now needs to try and find something. Device just on the other side of the door. And that will be a beautiful 4K to open up for the big fella. 1-0 Astralis straight up leading this charge. Full domination. And there's that smile. That damn smile. Is this where I like 100%. Bite my fist or something? Damn.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a sick pistol round from Astralis as well. They throw the smokes that you would often see for the drop down to secret. And they do have that player on ramp as well, which is also indicative of what could be a lower site push. But instead they wrap all the way around, take the fights on outside and go through to the top side. Obviously, you know, it doesn't hurt that Device finds himself a nice 4K. Itis Balance on the scout. First time we've seen this so far this series. I have to see what he can do with it. But once again, Astralis taking some outers control. And look at the discipline on Magisk as well. Not peeking until that smoke is fully bloomed. Doesn't want to risk it. That bullet almost looked like it could have been close, but weren't connected to anything. Once again, Astralis going to take some garage control. This time they do send Magisk down secret to try and find some CTs. But just look how much map control they've been given. They have the entire outside of the map, including the approach down to B. Itis Balance is trying to peek out of heaven and watch this, but has got a lot of angles to cover. And it's Mir who'll be the first point of contact on Magisk with the nade, going to force him away.
Well, that's the point of difference, right? That I guess we have spoken about a little bit. It's just, you see these teams and the difference between them. It's like night and day, I guess you could say. Astralis just full confident to go around everywhere, whereas Team Spirit sort of like take a step back. You know, they're sharp enough to get the job done, but you don't really see them going for these aggressive plays until now, as Chopper does move on in with Some Die Young, the swag in hand. They've already taken that top site control, and immediately Some Die Young is tagged up, but he does give Magisk a little bit of damage for his troubles. And now in the 4-on-5 rather situation, they have done enough damage, but Magix needs to try find the shot here. The full force obviously is in, but in the end, looks like Some Die Young, he's already gone for the save, trying to hold on to what he has in hand with the mag. And Mer still sitting lower side. Chopper's been able to do some additional damage, but again, time will tick. That'll be another round secured for Astralis. And we're going to have to wait one more at least before Spirit do bring out the big boys into the arsenal. Itis Balance should have that AWP, so we'll see how it goes.
And they are holding onto an AK as well here in Chopper's hands, which is pretty decent recovery for them from this round. They'll be able to take a rifle out of this one. So not too bad, all things considered. Astralis, though, they grab themselves another bomb plant, which is going to do good things for their economy once again. They'll need to get a gun dropped over to Device, but looks like they'll throw over that MAC-10 and upgrade to a rifle. On the Team Spirit side of things, they're dropping around the upgraded pistols they had from last round and just buying a couple more, spending a very small amount of money, just making sure everyone's got A guns, so a few Deagles, CZ, and then of course that Mag-7 and the stolen AK as well. So for very little investment, less than $1,000 each, they're going to be able to do maybe some damage, but Astralis, you saw it from the nade traces there. They've got the XQ coming to the top of bomb site. Look at those smokes and mollies. You can't be anywhere near that secret door or the squeaky door even at all. And Glaive's already in unders.
Super quick, super confident, and that has been, I guess, the talking point of the entirety of this series to date. So with the money in the coffer, Spirit will be looking to buy fully into the fourth, but until then, all they can really hope to do is maybe some additional damage. I am liking this position from Chopper, though, being able to take the top of Secret. And they are going to slowly walk their way in. It does look like they're aware of the possible prospect, and Jisk will be taken down. Device able to find that trade, and he will actually have S-Tag update to the AK. The upgrade will be secured. So Chopper going down, but at least he's done some damage. So now a 4-on-4. Magix will already be over towards Mega. A couple heading towards the double doors now, about to move into control room. Information spotted. Ooh. Magix, great shot there. S-Tag, though, has found it, but Magix gets one back. In the end, it is Device to move up into that control room, finding the additional frag. Molotov into the vents. And Someday Young, that's going to keep him out for a little while longer, but Mia's already here. And this has actually been a very good round so far for Team Spirit, doing the damage, but Glaive, he's up close and personal. I don't think Mia's going to be ready for him. Nope. Someday Young, all on his lonesome in a 1v2, and I certainly think this is going to be Astralis closing it out. But Spirit have done some good damage at least.
He needs to be able to steal a gun here, but it's not going to work at any of the ranges he can fight. He's actually upgraded towards the AK. Spotted Glaive at ramp, and he's going to be able to get that Molotov in the Megaton. There's the chance for the frags. What's out the boss?
Okay.
He knows where the other player is.
Oh, he knows where he is. Oh, he knows where he is. Look at this.
It's not planted for Glaive at all. He could be sticking this. He's tapped it. He's forced him out.
Someday
Now he's going to be able to jump on it.
Is it? It's tight.
Mate, I think he's got it. Yeah, he does.
He's got it. Yeah, I think he's got it.
He
Well
does.
done. Very, very well done in the end there. Someday Young, the 1v2, to sit himself at 3 kills. The man we interviewed prior to the map. Look at him. You got to be happy with that one, but it's just a stone cold gaze, isn't it? It's like, here we go. Here's the entry into the game. We need to continue to lock this down. And look at the investment that Astralis have to make now. Itis Balance has the AWP in hand. Everyone's got a happy and healthy bank account, especially Someday Young. And Astralis, they might be sent packing if they don't find this round.
Yeah, their economy is not going to be looking to crash hot, and that is difficult on T side of Nuke, but they're going for the outside play here. Chopper's going to get the nade in deep, and somehow does no damage. I thought for sure that one was going to hit, but it's a very, very fast outers execute. The smoke's down to block their path into Secret. Magisk going to be leading the charge. Itis Balance is aware of this, and he's looking for it, as is Mir, going to be jump spotting it. Don't think he spotted the player just yet, but has the Molotov out for when he does. There it is. There's the spot. There's the molly. Unfortunately, bounces back at him.
Doesn't go quite where he wanted to, but that's okay.
In the meantime, Astralis are working their way out on the A-bomb side as well. Magisk might even just go up vents and join his teammate here.
Oh, will Someday Young find anything? Yep, he will. Does spot at S-Tags. Punished for walking out the door early. The doorman says no. You must exit for the time being. Itis Balance in hell, just waiting to see if anyone will peek outside Annex. It looks like Device is certainly toying with the idea. Glaive will be able to at least find one for the equalizer now. He has been taken down very low, 34 points of HP. Dupree will be able to open up onto Itis Balance. A very nice shot there. Obviously, full investment here, and now Dupree charging down onto this lower bomb site. Mur has dropped Magjisk in the process, and he will then tuck away into the secret box. The dark corner, 30 seconds remain. And the bomb still looking like it's going to head towards B, but this might be the old classic head up through the vents, take the A site, look at Someday Young. He gets cleared. Glaive, just so good.
And that's going to open up the A bomb side for them. Everyone else in Team Spirit was gambling on lower. There was one player on the upper bomb side, and they cleared him very efficiently indeed. They do have CTs encroaching on all sides, but when I say on all sides, there's only 2 of them. 2 versus 3 for Magix and Mir to try and clear. And here's Glaive on the backstab, not ready for it at all. Up he goes. Device stole the kill, but doesn't matter. They get it done. Astralis clean it up. That is the buy shut down. And the money's actually not great on Team Spirit. They're going for attack timeout. Now, Someday Young has $7,000, so he can afford to drop pistols for all the homies or a couple of SMGs maybe, and they can buy into it. Or he can just go for a hero or for Itis Balance, whatever they want to do. But their money's really not looking so solid. That's one of those Astralis ripped away from.
I hope they also do kiss the homies, tuck them in. Be missing that right now tonight, as we'll be heading to bed shortly after this one. But the cool thing is, after this game, Tim, we will be sending over to some more Australians. The boys will be in the studio doing the NA Pro League game shortly after. So they've been having an amazing run. They're completely nocturnal at the moment, which is kind of funny to think about it.
Yeah. Like, for us, this is just an extra late night. For them, it's like, yep, sleep during the day, cast at night. The dream.
No, it's been wild. Proud of them, though. They've been doing a super good job. 3 people on 100%. The desk. You're loving to see it. But yep, as you said, it'll just be pistols dropped for the homies indeed. And only P250s. They've not chosen to invest too heavy. It's just kind of really a little bit, I guess, of hurt for Spirit as You know, now with this money position, they're not really able to invest a whole lot back, even into the next round. So it's like, you know, you win that one so well, and then unfortunately just immediately sent back onto the back foot so straight away. But anyway, look, they picked up the pistol kill, and there's another. Nerf finds device, but quickly traded out by Dupree.
I love the aggression in the lobby to start that round off, and now they need to try and find some headshots here. Balance has the angle and the chance, but not the shot. Some Die Young here with the stolen AK to try and find something, but he's getting grenaded out. Magix, dang it. Also with the gun locked behind the smoke. Might be able to find Magisk. There's the backstab.
Oh, a little bit messy, a little bit shaky.
Does get it done. Gives himself up to Dupree, though. And Some Die Young, 1 versus 2, 36 HP. No kit, no util. Save the AK. That said, this has been a pretty damn good pistol round for Team Spirit. They've got themselves 3 kills. They've upgraded to 1 AK out of it. This could have gone much worse for the investment of, what, around $3,000? A little less than that, $2,000 or so from Some Die Young. Could have gone worse for them. Astralis will grab their 4th round on the T side, but not without cost.
Not very well done there from Some Die Young in the end. Well, just to get out with that AK, Magic's nice shots as well. So, look, at the end of the day, Spirit are doing damage, but it's Astralis who can just continue to march through. They've got enough money for the full investment into this next round, being the 6th. But look, you know, once upon a time, the best team in the world for such a long time. The only change out currently being S-Tag for Zipnix, who is still taking that break from CS. And look, well needed, right? It's been a wild year. It's been a very wild year. And do you know the craziest part? Like, I was thinking, my boss said to me only a short time ago, he goes, I think we need to book the Christmas party. And I've gone, oh my God.
Yeah, the what?
3 months
June.
from
what
Christmas? Like, how?
Well, his Balance taking a very aggressive angle here towards Outers, but gets flashed and mollied out. Astralis smell a rat. And there's 3 players here. Majestic's going to find one and looking for the next, but the grenade is too good. S-Tag, though, is going to get it done, and Some Die Young pinned down inside the annex. He does manage 1 for his troubles, but it's a 4 versus 2. And CTs are already going to save. 1:20, and they're back into spawn. Astralis wrapping that one up very quickly. A couple picks on outside. They collapse in the upper bomb site, and it locks Team Spirit out straight away, saving the M4 and the AWP.
Quickly as it comes, it also goes, unfortunately, for Team Spirit once more. They have been denied entry from their own bomb site in the end. Astralis locking that one down. Their post plants are so well set. And this is what I mean, though, right? Like, you could never blame these a team like Spirit sort of being a little bit nervous going into a matchup like this, right? Like, Astralis are just so good. But Spirit, I feel like a little bit of a change in confidence and a change in pace may actually catch Astralis off guard if they look to take some sort of control of maybe lobby or something along those lines, maybe a late retake outside. I don't know. Like, there's a reason I'm a caster and not a player, but it just seems to me, without, you know, breaking down how they're playing and what they're doing, it just seems to be that lack of confidence that Spirit have right now. And I'm not saying you need to charge and hold W into, you know, one of the best teams in the world. Just maybe a little bit of a shake to go, all right, guys, come on. We're just as good as Astralis. That's exactly what Some Die Young said coming into this game, as in, you just got to treat every game as every single one.
Hiko detected. We're going to play an XM on top of Hut.
Nice.
Let's do it.
You'd love to see it.
Yeah, it's situationally very good, that gun. It's one of the only spots on this map that is really, really good, but it does work. Playing the edge of the smoke there, Outers as well, but Astralis are looking for some ramp control for the first time, really, with multiple people, and Magix is going to be the one ready for this. Multiple players standing in front of him, and look how passively he's playing this. He's ready to drop down as soon as any aggression comes through, and Device is ready for that narrow angle. The Molotovs are there. They're trying to flush him into Device. They're trying so hard. The shots are through, but he hasn't been taken down just yet. So far, no pick for Astralis, but they've at least got a little bit of info. They know that he's towards ramp. And they did have some control of Outers. Majeska's still hanging around there, but hasn't found too much for himself just yet. And of course, SDY, Some Die Young, an ever-present threat around this hut with that XM. But Astralis taking this one slow. 50 seconds to play, and they're reconsidering to go outside. They'll get the smokes down for the cross as well, just to make sure they're super safe. Balance will be able to call that and maybe see over it, depending on his position. He was up in heaven, but more importantly, Chopper's here and waiting for it. There's the head, spots it out. And he'll be able to delay as well. 35 seconds for Astralis. They're going to start moving pretty quick here, and S-Tag looks to be the one to do it.
They have gone very slow, but you know Astralis aren't exactly fearful of running the time down. 25 seconds left as they do creep towards B, but it actually is going to be Glaive just Maybe tries trying to sell a little bit of a fake down towards the lower side.
15
Looks
seconds.
like they are going to move in from lobby now. Exactly. Dupree will find his balance, but I think this could be Someday Young to actually deny some form of control. They still should be able to get this bomb plan. It's going to be tight. They do have 2 seconds remaining, so they'll get the job done, but now it's a 3-on-3. Full retake needs to come through, but there's Device to find Mia. S-Tac will drop magics in the process as well. Now it's all on the chopper, and he's just going to save.
Yep.
Technically, this is a position where you might be able to somewhat go for it, but a 1v3, super, super spooky. But again, another round found by Astralis. Relatively uncontested. They were able to go super, super slow, maybe being like, okay, maybe Mary Spirit's going to change the pace, look for a push or something along those lines, but it just didn't happen. And this is Astralis. Once again, slow, methodical. They find 6, and they are just not looking to stop anytime soon.
Although, you say uncontested, Someday Young gets 1 more kill or even just a little bit more damage in
absolutely.
that position on A, and it's over. Astralis had that one, but it was certainly risky to go that slowly, but it's a calculated risk, and it paid off for them. And oh boy, have a look when it comes back up at the amount of money on their T side. Looking at the stats, Dupree leading the charge, 124 ADR, 8 frags, Device right there with him. And over on the side of Team Spirit, SDY, the man we interviewed, Someday Young, 86 ADR, giving it his best, but only 1 round found on their CT side so far. It's not looking great so far for Team Spirit, but then again, it's what we expected on this map. It is a very, very good one for Astralis. And we'll have a look at the money in a second here. I saw a glimpse of it just before we went to this screen, and it is looking worrying. Chopper in this position could have done a little bit more. And again, right here, Astralis were busy looking at going down to the lower bomb side. That's how Device finds that, right? Over double take. But they were looking at going down lower. They lose a player, they reconsider, collapse onto A, and then manage to make it work. Yeah, have a look at their money. 7K on S-Tag. 6K on Glaive. Just under 6K on the AWPer. That molly doesn't quite spread far enough to deny SDY, though.
No, he's done it again. Same thing, right? Oh, okay. Okay, Chopper. Completely blind, finds 2 towards the door. Now, Magisk might be able to try and find something with Noah's Chopper again. And this is the round that we needed to see from Spirit. And I mean, look, Astralis have sort of walked into it, I guess you could say, and now Device slowly creeping his way towards Annex. You're never going to put a 1v4 past this man, but it's an excellent round from Chopper. Did super, super well. Device spotted up from heaven. And really, there's not a whole lot this man's going to be able to do. Just has to try and run away. I'm interested at like how hungry Spirit are for this, though. Like, it's a minute left on the clock. Device is going to be able to save this, but you've got the bomb down on the site. You've got the positional advantage. Just sit down and be still, and that's okay. They did in the end. They didn't overextend, and Alma was able to find that frag onto Device. So finally, we get Spirit back on the board. They obviously have had that 1 round at least, so we do see them sitting at 2. The money is a little bit better than it was in the previous time where they had to go for that full purchase in. But Astralis, of course, still plenty of money in the bank account.
Goodness me.
There you go. Chopper completely white. Beautiful.
Just, remember for that, by the way, the fact that we can see through that flash is just a spectator thing that Valve added so we can see what's going on. Yep. He was full white. Like, nothing on his screen at all, and he manages to find both of those. Goodness me.
Spray and pray, right?
Incredibly fast down through the vent there, already on lower, while the rest of Astralis repositioned to try and support him, and nobody is down here for Spirit. They're all on the upper bomb site or playing ramp. S-Tag straight through the middle of all of them.
Again, all of that control found so early on. Just the information that's able to be obtained, within the first 30 seconds of the round that Astralis keep doing time and time again. Now those outside smokes the wall to allow them to move on over, but Idis balances position. He should be able to at least spot 1 over the top of the smoke, but look at Device. Already looking for him. There's the shot. Great opening there from Device. A good flash from Magisk as well to afford him that extra time. Now they do creep into lower S-Tag.
There's the
already there. Exactly. We spoke about it at the start, information that was able to be gained, and it's that pincer attack, isn't it? Able to get the information straight away, deny any sort of control of retaking that lower bomb site, and immediately Astralis all over it. This could very well be a save again for Team Spirit, unfortunately, which I feel like has just been a recurring trend, right?
Look how thorough they are. They haven't even peeked, and they've wallbanged everything in that corner, including through the wall from vent, which I'm not sure I've seen that before, to be honest with you. I guarantee you it's been done, but I've definitely seen that spot cleared from underneath through the floor. I've never seen it cleared through the wall. which is an interesting one. But either way, it's Team Spirit saving once again. Their economy not looking too great. They should be able to get some more guns out here. They'll be able to drop them over. But man, Astralis really running away with this one so far. On their T side, already at 7 rounds here. And Spirit have had to save quite a lot of these rounds.
Yeah, it's just sort of a little bit unfortunate to keep witnessing, right? Like, for them, not for us. Astralis, we're watching very, very dominant Counter-Strike. And it's something that you never really put past. I remember my thoughts sort of on a very one-sided affair in regards to, you know, just pure dominance in that sort of sense. It allows you to just sort of, I guess, understand how solid these teams are, because it's usually, you know, at the upper echelon of Counter-Strike, it's not usually a much better team, you know, absolutely denying a much worse team, right? It's usually just a really, really, really good team that is able to just completely outsmart and outwit a team that is learning, growing, and getting towards that top level. But it's not just like, you know, Global's going up against Novas or something like that. So watching Astralis dismantle a team like Spirit, as they are doing so far, it's just beautiful to witness. And that's like given me a new appreciation, you know? It makes one-sided games no longer as boring for myself.
Astralis have always played very pretty Counter-Strike is the way that I would put it. Just
smooth, right?
In terms of, not even talking about this game in particular, just generally they tend to play very nice, well thought out. It's, I don't know, this is going to sound incredibly nerdy and let me be, but I guess it is nerdy Counter-Strike. It's stuff that, like, it's little things that you're just like, they're doing it properly. And it's nice. It's nice. I've talked to Blair about this as well. Right? It's the same thing. It's like, yep, it's nerdy, but they just play good CS. And you're like, yep, cool. Into that.
And that's what I mean. You can appreciate it, right? You understand the level of technicality that goes into this, like, this caliber of Counter-Strike. Yeah, perfect smokes.
No missed smokes. All time.
Just
properly.
everything.
Love to see it. Not that no other team can throw that smoke execute properly, because, you know, not going to be that much of an Astralis fanboy. But either way, I enjoy watching these boys. 45 seconds left, making their way over to Secret and Garage, have complete control of that. And they've confined Team Spirit to inside of the map here. Eztag has 2 players on him here at ramp, but he's going to destroy the first one and doesn't check the other player close, has knife out. So Magix will get that one for free. 30 seconds, and they do look like they want to collapse on upper here, where Someday Young is here. Got the backup of Chopper as well inside a hut. And once again, Astralis running this clock down. They got to get moving pretty quick, and that Flash Heaven will be heard.
Yeah, Spirit needs to get moving, try and lock Astralis out of the site, because the Molotov is there. And where it go? 11 seconds left on the clock, and inside Annex will be the bomb. Look at Someday Young's positioning. If he can deny Dupree, maybe, just maybe, there it is. On the white side, he will be able to find it, and there it is. Someday Young on the site, denying it all. And just after the time, I don't exactly know why Magix was their peak. They are able to lock Astralis out. They cut it fine. And this time, it does not pay off. Spirit back in the game. 3rd round. Still going to be a challenge, but I am proud of them for persevering and continuing to push, because this is the level of CS that they want to compete at and they want to be able to consistently play at. They're continually improving. It's awesome to watch the team like this develop. But against the Giants of Astralis, it's always going to be a challenge.
Good nades early on to try and shut Magisk out. And there's the pick onto Eztag as well. Mir, nice work through the smoke. Never mind, though. iDisbalance going to beat him to it. And Astralis this time have been hard counted on outers. They've had players out here trying to sneak through these smokes before. Magisk's done it previously, but this time they've been punished for it. 2 players down. Glaive coming through Squeaky Door. Mir is ready for this. Did he spot? Yep, he did indeed spot Magisk going into that corner. 2 versus 5 already. Minute 15 to play. Make it a 1v5 as iDisbalance finds a wallbang somewhere. Now it's all on to Glaive.
Okay. Where was this Spirit? They've shown up now. They're running the mill. I like to see it. 4 rounds that they've secured. Astralis, they're going to be looking down the barrel of an eco now. Maybe some pistols, maybe some deagles, just for good measure. Glaive can get maybe 2 if he so chooses, potentially for Magisk and Dupree. But yeah, look, iDisbalance, man's been a little bit slow, but I've found so far the frags that he's found, albeit only 4, have been quite impactful during the course of the game. It's been Someday Young leading the charge for these boys, actually leading the charge for the server, 11-5. The AWP is in the hands of iDisbalance. It hasn't really found them a whole lot of success right now, so we're going to have to see if that will change the pace. Chop up, able to at least drop the Vice in the process. Magisk, though, does have that deagle in hand. Is he going to be able to find anything? No, Mert will take him down, and another. Now, S-Tag inside the lobby. Glaive will be there with him. They've just got the Tech 9 in hands. And a single smoke for Glaive. But look, Spirit well and truly back in it to win it here. This will be their 5th round. Magic's nice and clean there on the shots. Denying the ramp. And yeah, there we go. Spirit only 2 rounds away from their rivals in this map of Astralis, as the scoreline sits at 7-5.
Working their way back into it now. The economy is actually set for them, which is very nice, all sitting on a substantial coffer of cash. Astralis, they are bought back into this, but it's no AWP out for device, and they've had to fully invest to get the 5 AKs even, and the full utility. Going for a fast play, going to nade to break the door, flashes to get through it, smokes to cover the vent, so they can go for the drop if they want to, which is why you see Chopper spamming that. They're not through it, but they're forced a reaction out of Team Spirit, and Mur doesn't want them sneaking through these smokes again. That's why he's distracted by it. But S-Tag actually uses the utility late and does make it down the vent in time. He's now going to do the same thing he's been doing, lurk out into that lower bomb site. And again, no one's there. No one is there for Spirit. They're heading down through Megaton now, but he's beat them to it. And if S-Tag can make something happen on this lower bomb site, then it could be very interesting indeed. He would have heard those windows break. Teammates heading over towards Secret to come join him, but he's going to have to put some work in here. 2 players in front of him.
He's been so good in this series so far, S-Tag. Found plenty, of course, on Overpass and just continues to pick up that control. There's the first. Chop up will go down. We know there's more, but Magic's going to go down to his brother of Magisk. Now Disbalance fires a pop shot into about 5 players almost. It was 4 in the end. But unfortunately, no, it was all 5. Every single one was there pretty much. But at the end of the day, it looks like they may actually have to exit out once more. And this is what I mean, right? It's that CS position where Astralis can just open the door, invite themselves in, and then really they're stuck for the rest of the round. It's so hard to get back into a round like that where Astralis have just taken so much control so early and to not really have the confidence to take the gamble, take the risk. Mur dropping device outside, but it, again, is going to be a 8th round for Astralis. And they continue to dominate despite a few rounds back in for Spirit. It still doesn't feel as close as the as a score would depict.
We shall see. Astralis going to come out of it with 2 guns. I think it'd be interesting to have a look at how Spirit are going to adjust to this, because they know that that lower bomb site has been exploited by someone just throwing themselves down vents, getting out through the utility. That is very difficult to stop because, you know, there's smokes there. You can't exactly put Molotovs in it because there's smokes. You can't really rely on spamming nades in it because you just can't have that many. But you can, of course, put someone in the vents. You can just have a hard anchor on the lower bomb site. They have had a ramp player this whole time, but Astralis haven't really gone ramp at all. If they have attacked the lower bomb site, it's been either with someone entering in through vents or going out through Secret with a wall of smokes. They've got 3 players towards outers. Let's have a look and see if they've got anyone on lower. They still don't, but they're hearing all of this. Mur knows it's here, but he's going to get found through the smoke anyway. And now they'll be going straight down onto B, where again, nobody is waiting for Team Spirit.
Sumdar Young is there. He will be able to at least find Glaive. Now Dupree trying to march through this smoke, but S-Tag is going to find him again. Mr. Consistent, 9-9 is the scoreline for this man right now. Magix is in a decent position. He might be able to look over towards Decon, but Dupree isn't going to be opening that door just yet. Now waiting to see if Magisk is going to be swinging around through control room. Just waiting patiently, seeing what else is going to come out. We do have our Disbalance now moving towards Megaton. And it definitely looks like it is going to be that B-side attack. A minute left on the clock. They've got plenty of time to work with, but now they do charge through. On the other side of the smoke, Chopper will be able to pick up the free here. Magix, he's heard the footsteps, but he's been baited by it. Magisk will be able to find him. Now Disbalance on the other side of the smoke at Mega. Does have the AWP in hand. He's waiting. Oh, he's bided his time, but the bomb actually does go down. He hasn't found the frag quick enough, and Magisk will strike. Now Chopper having his feet tickled, which is not exactly a pleasant experience. 2 points of HP. Magisk going to be able to close it out. And Astralis, they will find 9-4 ahead as we move on into the final round of the half. Number 15 it will be. And Astralis, again, just proving their dominance, continuing to charge, and putting on a very entertaining bit of Counter-Strike for us this evening.
Yeah, goodness me. That must have been almost same tick for bomb planted versus when he was killed.
Yeah,
I thought
absolutely.
the animation was for sure going to get cancelled, but he did get it down. Either way, Astralis, 4 rounds to the good on the T side of their own map pick, looking to make it 5 here. And Team Spirit, it's going to be a steep mountain to climb on their T side. Not undoable, of course, but impossible, probably better. Certainly a difficult task for them. And once again, Astralis going, oh, the timing, going for this push down secret through this wall of smoke. Samir stopped shooting at just the wrong moment. And they've left Device here to lurk, actually, trying to catch someone sneaking through the smokes. Chopper knows this is a vulnerability and is set and ready for it this time. But again, he is solo holding this bomb site. He has a smoke keeping them at bay, but that's about it. The molly will force him off that angle and give Astralis access. And while iDisbalance has come down through Megaton, he is here with the AWP. He's also splitting his attention with Ramp. So it's going to be a difficult one for Spirit to hold on to.
Once again, a much slower sort of round from Astralis. They have taken this control of lower. They are just now on the other side of the double doors. Look at this position from Chopper, though. Should be able to find the right amount of timing. iDisbalance, though, he has looked away to the wrong location. Chopper, though, is at least able to find one. S-Tag finds the trade. Now iDisbalance in a bit of a tricky spot, but we'll be able to find the shot. A great one indeed onto Magisk. Now, the bomb is dropped inside that control room. 30 seconds remain. And I am liking this lurk position, of course. Coming out from, I believe it's Device outside. Yes, it is. S-Tag needs to collect that bomb in just a second. With 20 seconds remaining, he's probably making the calls. They come up the vents if you can, my friend.
Oh, my goodness.
Because there is 3 hungry members, and exactly right. Oh, the timing here. I don't think Device spotted him, but in the end, he will. S-Tag gets taken low. A little bit of a scare, a spook, if you rather. But in the end, Sunday Young, Magisk, rather, and iDisbalance in a 3v2. They need to try and find this. S-Tag's going for the risky peek, is inside that annex position. iDisbalance slowly walking on in, but he will hit the quick scope. Great shot there as Device now in a 1v3. Oh, the nade onto the top of the head, but there's one. Oh, he made it scary. But in the end, it will be Team Spirit to solidify themselves a 6th round here as we do close out the half with a 9-6 scoreline.
Introduce me, I'm the renegade. Every single night, I crave the taste. It's the adrenaline running through my gait. It gets me high, high, high. Got no time to waste. Ain't got time for small talk. I tell you the truth. I'm faster than you.
Expected dominance from Astralis in their first half of Nuke, but some life yet in Team Spirit. It was a closer affair than it looked like it was going to be at the start of the game. So we'll see what the second half has in store for us here. It was a 9-6 in favor of Astralis on their T side, swapping over now to the CT side. And speaking of Astralis, they proposed that we rename Magix on Team Spirit to Magix Boy just to make it easier for us. And to that, I say, thank you, Astralis. It's already hard enough to talk. Appreciate it.
Man, just thinking about those GG bet odds as well. $1. That is how certain they are that Astralis will pick up the dub here, boss man. But with the bomb being planted, at least it does give Team Spirit a little bit of a chance to find their way back into this map, let alone the series. But Dupree swinging wide, finding the opening here. Will be Magisk able to find one more. Mer will go down, so will Chopper at the hand of Glaive. Now Idis balance inside the lobby, not even able to find it. Had all the time to control it, but it's all on Someday Young now in a 1v4 here. Device very, very low, swinging around. He's actually going to go for the other side, over towards the door. Glaive swinging on in though. He doesn't miss those, as it is a nice little defuse to come through for the boys at Astralis. That is now going to be 10. 4 members live on, and Spirit unfortunately cannot secure the bag.
So we're looking at Astralis pushing ahead to 11, maybe even 12 rounds here off the back of that pistol. And Team Spirit, odds stacked against them on their T side here. That pistol would have been a great way to equalize things, even it up, especially given how dominant Astralis were on map number 1. But of course, not out of this yet, they are actually going to go for the force here, try and prevent Astralis from setting that CT economy too early, stop them from running away with this half. And of course, the buy is shaky. It's Galil's and a Scout. It's not amazing, but it's something to challenge Astralis with here. And for their part, rifles and a UMP. They can take this one away, or at least do some serious damage, and they can stop Astralis running away with this half. But again, they don't have much time left to get this one rolling. Astralis only needs 6 more rounds to take the map and the series. Spirit need to start this one off pretty hot. And it's Chopper who's looking for contact on outside.
Certainly feel like I do need to stress it to everyone viewing right now. Spirit is certainly giving it a red hot crack though, you know? Like they are playing very, very well, and it's usually just sort of Astralis taking that one extra step forward. The amount of rounds that Spirit have actually been able to find and collect, yeah, sure, overpassing the end was a 16-7 scoreline, but the way they actually managed to sort of maneuver around that city side was quite solid. So we are seeing an opening pick here for Chopper. That is the trade after losing Magix Boy, thank you, Astralis, a short time ago. And now trying to be a Stewie 2K representative. The Smoke Criminal will be denied here in this position. Now it's back to a 4-on-3 with Team Spirit taking control of the reins.
And Astralis looked like they're pulling out of this one to save. Maybe?
Could very well be, yeah. I think they are.
They were running away, but... Okay, never mind. I thought someone was contesting. What the... No, they're not. They are indeed going to be saving. I think I saw the stairs Magisk was on out of the corner of my eye and was like, oh, that's lower because my brain doesn't work at 3:12 a.m. in the morning. But still, Team Spirit will be getting themselves their first T-sided round here on Nuke, and they bite back after the pistol very, very quickly indeed, only losing the one player. This buy was all Galil's and a Scout, so they're not going to want to hold onto these weapons for too long. But more importantly, they've put a stop to the economy of Astralis pretty much straight away. They've even upgraded to an AUG out of it. And while Astralis will save a couple of M4s, still not a bad start for Team Spirit here to keep things even.
Well, like I suppose the good thing here for Astralis is the fact that they managed to keep on those 3 rifles. Now they are going to be surely forcing around it, I would say. It looks like Glaive has reinvested to purchase some additional utility there. So checking up as the cheeky little pause does come through, this time actually in favor of Astralis. So Team Spirit, they're putting the pressure on. You know, they're applying it right now. Astralis, they're having to take a little step back because we look at the frags here. The disparity is actually very even in comparison.
It is indeed. So Team Spirit certainly not out of this one just yet. Of course, they are on the T side, which in theory is the disadvantaged side on Nuke, but Astralis showed that wasn't the case, and maybe Team Spirit will be able to replicate that. Of course, they are fighting to push us through to map 3 on Inferno, and they've got a fair way to go yet, but let's have a look at the buy here. Yeah, that's about what I thought. They've reinvested in some upgraded pistols for those players, or actually, yeah, just reinvested in some pistols for those players who did die in the last round, and going to be trying to make this work with the 3 rifles. On Team Spirit side, yeah, they've kept those 3 Galils, but they've got an Organ and AK to back it up as well. This buy is actually pretty good for them, and if they can take this, it really will put Astralis' economy in the bin and slow them down.
And that's exactly what they'll be looking for right now. Astralis have been very much in control of this series the full way through, but maybe it's the T side that might sort of fire up Spirit in the sense that they have to be confident. They have to take their full control of requirement. Magic's slowly making his way towards ramp. There is one on the boost spot. That's S-Tag, and he's playing deep as well. This is one of the ones where it's much harder to clear. Looking on the top, but whether or not they're going to line up, there we go. S-Tag, he actually does pick up one, and in the end, it's
Good
3 quick
trades.
kills as a response. Look at this. Idis balance with 2. Chopper, Sumda Young getting the job done. It's all in a Dupree here. But look at the position of Spirit. They're low. 4 HP for Sumda Young, 7 for Idis balance. All of them 3 combined. Actually, less than what Dupree has in full. But it's not going to matter when he actually looks to the opposing side. Chopper will shoot him in the side of the head, taking him down quickly. And now, Spirit in it to win it. 8 rounds they've found. It's an eco here for Astralis. They should very well find 9 here, Team Spirit. And that will bring it up to a very, very close position before Astralis really have an opportunity to start to kick this thing into overdrive.
Astralis is going to buy 2 HE grenades, so probably just going to go and peg them at lobby or down to outers, just somewhere where they can try and get themselves a free kill or a free bunch of damage. Looks like it is indeed going to be outers, lobbing them through, and unfortunately, Chopper with the SMGs in front of them all, running through this. His teammates have come from behind a bit slower. Glaive going to get caught out as well by Mir up on the boost. Dupree, not going to be an SMG at that range. Thought maybe he might have hit the timing for a second there, but so unlikely that happens. This is just USPs for Astralis. They've found 1 frag, surely no more. So many players here from Team Spirit.
What did we almost see that round from Na'Vi where they almost won out the pistol round completely on Inferno? Just USBs.
Oh.
And Device. Oh, he knows where Chopper is. Does Chopper even look to clear this? No. He does! Good man. Nice and smart. Does check backside, and in the end, Device will fall. Someday Young also to drop Magisk, and now it is 1 round in it. 9-10 is the scoreline. Astralis still in the driver's seat. Now they will get that full buy in. Device has foregone the idea of picking up the AWP. I think they're toying with it right now that S-Tag might pick it up for him. Very well, though. You know, I guess, obviously, there are some lines. There it is. Does purchase the AWP up in the end. And actually going to be S-Tag taking it. And I like to see that, you know, coming in. Taking the AWP up over Device is a very big statement. But now, speaking of statements, a quick one onto this A site. Chopper does find 1, but there's Dupree. Dropping 2 immediately afterwards. And now it's all in the Magics and Idis balance.
And S-Tag moves up into heaven. Does spot out the 1, doesn't matter because Glaive's already found that frag with the flash from Dupree, still getting involved in the action, leaves it all in Idis balance now, 1 versus 4. Only Magisk has gone down on the side of Astralis, and with that bomb in a pretty terrible position, there is not a lot that Idis balance can do. Surely he might be able to find himself a frag, and here Glaive jumping around, looks for the shot, but does get just out of the way, and Device. Slim angle through Annex will catch him off. Astralis deny the tie, 11 rounds to the 9 of Team Spirit. The money is there for Spirit. They're going to be able to get another buy into this one. They can reinvest and keep the pressure on. And on Astralis, they do have to spend quite a significant chunk of change to stay competitive in this one, but they do avoid that tie. They do keep up their lead. And again, they're already up 1-0 in this series. If they take out Nuke, this is done.
Exactly
exactly right. Only one to get it. Device has actually picked up the AWP off the hands of S-Tag. And Itis Balance has actually foregone the idea. You know, look, the T side of Nuke, not exactly a necessary requirement, the AWP, the big green. But Glaive, all this control of outside, and immediately frags found Magisk and Dupree. 4 will be found. Mer all on his lonesome in a 1v5. And Astralis, they've cracked the whip, and they've brought this well and truly back. This should be their 12th round, mostly easily. But I do need to give it to Spirit, because they've done so well to even bring themselves into a closer position. They may very well have a bye. I mean, I'm looking at it. Mer, if he gets another kill here, he should be able to be around that 2k mark. But look, still risky. They might just want to save after. But look, we'll give Mer a red-hot chance. Walking around, 55 seconds left, but the bomb is down. And all the hungry members of Astralis are there to take it over.
And there we go. There's the info for Glaive. Spots him out. Mer at this point, they know where he is. He's just got to try and shut down the angles here. Find himself any damage that he can. Of course, anything will weaken that Astralis economy, and that's what he so desperately wants. The round win, I think, is a lost cause at this point, but maybe they line up.
Oh,
He does find
they
the
line
one.
up.
However, the AWP is recovered. Not the worst thing. 12-9 now for Astralis. Starting to put that pressure back on for Team Spirit, and they have gone for their first tactical timeout as their money is now not looking good. They've done some good damage, but Astralis now, their economy is starting to look real dangerous once again, and they're only 4 rounds away. Just when you thought Team Spirit were about to tie it up, it might all be snatched away from them.
I thought I was out, but then they pulled me back in. That's what it feels like right now. And that's the thing in the situation, right? Like, it looks like Magix has already made the decision for the team in the fact that he's going to eco. But look, Team Spirit, they could have sort of gone for a cheeky little buy, you know, maybe just sent Chopper in with a pistol, but they would have foregone all utility. So they've played the wise route. They're going to potentially give Astralis another on the back of this eco unless they pull off something delicious. But until then, they're going to just go with the pistols, see what they can find into what will be now the 22nd round of the game. But it does seem that, like, Astralis are going to continue to edge closer towards victory. And I do love this aggressive peek from Device. There's one. Does he have any more in it? He's gone into the smoke, and he's actually retreated too. You love to see it. Moving through the smoke, though. There's another. But Chop Up flying on into the warehouse. I was about to make a very Australian reference right there, but unfortunately, it might not be worthy of the EU stream. So now into a 2-on-3. Magisk is there, though, to make it a little bit of a change. Chopper does find a way back into this round, though, dropping Magisk. The bomb is a little while away. Has to go collect it just outside Annex. Obviously, Chopper with no Kevlar. It's going to be a tough round regardless, but he might be on for the long haul here, and I don't blame him. He's got a minute left on the clock to try and reposition.
He's got a long trek to go just to get to that bomb, but any damage he can do is going to be useful. Astralis, their money, they're not quite set yet. So any guns or any more guns that he can rip away is something that could affect them later into the game. But again, we've only got a couple of rounds left, potentially. Here's the first one. Misses the no-scope. There's not a lot of places that bullet can go at that range rather than into Glaive, but unfortunately, he finds one of those spots. Sometimes the AWP does do that, but either way, it's 13-9 for Astralis now. Team Spirit will be coming into this one with the bye. But only 3 rounds left to play, potentially, for Astralis' CT side, and they'll be running away with this series 2-0.
Very well done here. Itis Balance has chosen to pick up the AWP now. Astralis. Will they be able to close it? They only need 3 more rounds to do so, taking the entirety of the series here. Spirit, again, certainly giving it a red-hot go. 9 rounds. Almost securing that double digit. Still well and truly a couple of opportunities for them to do so. But they need to keep their composure. It certainly started to slip a little bit. Astralis have been dominant in these last few rounds. Now we'll just have to see if they've still got it in stock. But they'll just slow down for the start. They're going to wait patiently. Minute 15 left on the clock, and they've not really made up a whole lot of ground just yet.
Double setup towards ramp. Double stack is the word I'm looking for. Device with the AWP as tag backing him up. Glaive. This is a very, very cheeky line over the top of this smoke, and Chopper's going to peek it with a grenade out. A couple bullets come his way, and he'll reconsider. Still though, Astralis with a pretty solid hold on this one. Hashtag trusting Device. The first shot is there, and he will be landing it. The Molotovs go in, and they're going to be looking for the refrag here, but Device is going to challenge it.
No.
Huge kill.
Oh, the confidence though, right? You love to see it. Device going for that little pop shot, and he will be rewarded. Mer at least able to find a trade back onto Dupree. But now Sumdai Young all alone on a 1v3 situation. Look at this from Device. He's already taken control of ramp. Sumdai Young, certainly aware of the prospect. He will drop into the vents and now making a little bit of a move. I think there is actually some vision there. Yes, there is. The Molotov should actually send him off. And now he has to go for a very, very aggressive pick. Look at this, already behind a decon. It's actually Device too. The aggression. Sumdai Young's got nothing that he can do. Glaive to close out the round. 14 now for Astralis. The money has been reset. But look, at least Sumdai Young's still laughing, right? That was a smile I saw, Tim.
Mm-hmm. And like we said before, if you have joined us and you did miss our sort of pre-show giving context to the series, both of these teams are in the top 4. Astralis currently first in their group and definitely looking to stay that way. So no one either qualifies or gets eliminated based on this game. So it's not the highest of stakes for both teams, but Team Spirit certainly said they weren't considering this to be any different than any other match. They were ready to go. Astralis, though, seem also to be ready as they are on fire so far. Only 2 rounds required, and it is all pistols once again for Team Spirit, going fast out as Glaive is going to hear all of this. Device has somehow found an all pick somewhere, and Glaive's jumping up on top. There's Device again through the smoke. Glaive looking for the next one down. Not sure if he can see the bomb or not, but certainly knows where it's playing from. Now they know the bomb's there, and here comes Dupree.
You love to see
all
it.
On Sumdai Young, and he's gone as well. That's going to be match and series point coming up for Astralis.
An evening point for us, of course. We will be interviewing, well, looks to be the likely winner, you know, somebody from Astralis, which is going to be lovely. We'll be able to get the thoughts out after the match before we do close off our portion of the stream. But I did just want to give a big thank you to everyone who has supported us along the way through these 2 best of 3s this evening. The remote casting world is certainly an interesting beast, but when you've got amazing people by your side, it certainly is very, very enjoyable. So big shouts to the production team, of course, the observers, and Team Spirit Astralis putting on a little bit of a show for us in our VG2 earlier.
The confidence on that.
Exactly. Magic's boy takes down Magisk. Now, Device pushing into lobby. There's the confidence that we're talking about again. Sumdai Young will go down.
Spirit repositioning to go towards outers, and Glaive is here being annoying. He can hear all of these footsteps, and he's going to call it. They're trying to sneak past him. All this gunfire. Will he go for this? He could find the timing. They're going to jump into him. It does find the frag. Going for the peak. There's the bomb down. The trade comes through. 2 versus 2. Device and Eztag up against Idis Balance and Mer for the match, and Idis Balance going to be found, but wins the duel.
The bomb.
It falls to Device with bomb control.
Is he going to be able to lock this down, or will Idis Balance hit the shot? That's the only thing. Device in his position, only with the AWP. Could swap over to one of those rifles, but unfortunately it does make the sound cue, giving potential alert to the position of Device. But look at this, Device surely aware of it. How's he done this? Oh no. The timing was right, but in the end, Mert does get the shot. Device will go down here. So at least Spirit, they're going to find those 10 rounds. So double digits is always nice to see. They give themselves that breath of fresh air, and they will continue kicking for the time being. But Astralis still on series point.
And still going to get the buy through as well. Again, having to dip into the financial reserves to get it done, but they will have the buy across. And Team Spirit, they've got a good buy too. Sumdai Young limited to the Galil. Everyone else fully purchased up. And Astralis did go for some very, very, very aggressive plays, and that almost worked out. We'll see what they're set up for this time. Again, it's Glaive with some deep outside control. Idis Balance going to be sticking over the top for him, and he's looking for Glaive. There has been Astralis players in these positions the last couple of rounds, but this time Glaive is tucked into a corner that he hasn't been before, and Device there to provide the long-range backup.
You love this from Glaive, though.
Clock. Very slow start from Spirit.
All the control that can be given to this CT member. You know, he's on the opposing side of the smokes. There's no even thought that he's going to be there, but in the end, no. I'll eat my words, because Glaive was spotted out by Magix. And in the end, Device does manage to find one back through the smoke. Unfortunately, that Molotov will be dissipated by very same smoke. But now they do make their way into the warehouse slowly. Device
That's
just sort of...
LAN angle Device. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. But a 4v4 as it stands. I have to take their time, see what will occur. Because I'm trying to work out what really Team Spirit want to do with this. They are trying to take that additional control of outside, maybe get their way into heaven, maybe even wrap down the ramp. We'll have to see.
They are
Bomb
way
is in
further
the
forward
hand
than
of
Astralis
Magix,
think they
yeah.
are, though.
Exactly, that's right.
It's Dupree
Full.
sneaking in through the hut. Some Young right on the other side of this wall, but not that he knows it just yet. Bomb flanking around through heaven. 20 seconds left. Team Spirit need to move really fast here, but Some Young is going to hit the critical frag. Magisk, though, cleans up one. Eztag is here on the refrag as well. Does some damage. Can't quite find it.
Bomb
Bomb's
as well.
going to be going
The nade.
down. The nade is good. Does a whole bunch of damage, and here comes Eztag to clean it up.
Huge.
Easy as you like. 2 versus 2 for the map and for the series. Solo HP on these players, though. It's almost Eztag to clean it up. Solo. Some Young will go down to Eztag. Massive round from Eztag. 3K to clean it up, and that'll be Astralis. 16